Hello, over here. Over here, I believe we are here. We'll iron out some technical difficulties, but welcome. Beast Coast TV in effect. Are we ready? I see there's some people in the chat. Are we ready?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the season finale of Beast Coast TV Season 1. This is episode 22. We got Sneaker Jacks in the building. I Collect was good. D-Man. Pez was good. BigPerm in the house. Flacco was good. Matt for the win in the building. Bane was good. B Best, what's going on? Who else we got? Hella Lace in the house. What do you say? Yo, Perm is one of the most New York people I know. Oh, we're starting this already. Good evening, everyone. Let's have some fun. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, without further ado, our guest tonight hails from the West Coast. Oh, Art's in the building. You still up, bro? You still up? Some people think he's a troll. Just like any friendships, you have your ups and downs. He's still one of the homies. He's another one. We go back years. So without further ado, welcome to the bodega before we close up shop. The homie, BigPerm. Yo, New York Fitted. Welcome to the house.
Oh, you like that?
Bobby Peso's in the building. Chunk Kicks in the building. CEO of Mojado Network, bro.
Is that what they say?
So why is the camera thing going on? Yeah, I don't know.
Is it mine?
Nah, I don't know if it's what the circle. I don't know, but this is that 7-day trial, because we broke around here, so I gotta do the 7-day trial, get my StreamYard up. What's good, bro?
Nothing. I'm just looking on my phone right now to see if there's a delay or lag. I don't know. I really can't tell, but if it looks good on your end, I'm good.
Oh, circles instead of rectangles. Yes, because this is the business version of StreamYard. Perm isn't wearing a hoodie. Oh,
Yeah, it's a fitted. Guaranteed fitted.
Flago said,
No, if you know,
NY Perm in the building.
the Murderers Row. Murderers Row.
This guy. Is anybody going to face dive into a bowl of expensive ice water? Chappelle in the building.
Oh.
Yo, Bane said that Yankee fit looking clean.
The old logo? That old logo?
Throwback. Yes, sir. What's good with my folks, man? Yeah, Chappelle said it first. And Tony White took it to the moon, bro. He took that line to the moon, bro.
AW.
So, sir, like I start every other show. But yeah. Even Art said, yeah, chunky old logo is the best. Get out of here, Chunk. Get out of here. Yo, for $1 billion roster, y'all better win. Philly Cheesecake in the building. We're just getting started, All right, bro. So we see all of us have a love for sneakers. So what was the sneaker that first made you go, oh wow, I love the sneaker shit. Like I really get into sneakers. And then what was the sneaker you cop that kicked off the collecting part where you accumulated multiple pairs to where we at today?
So honestly, it was the first sneaker that ever caught my eye. Really, was like middle school. It was the David Robinson, those high joints, the ones that pump or something.
Yeah.
I think they pump, right? And growing up dirt poor, like they know how poor you are in school when they know, like, oh, he don't got no money, right? They know, right? And when I told the kid, I was just like, oh, what kind of shoes are those? He was like, oh, don't worry about it. You'll never afford them. I was like, oh,
Right to the
Uh,
heart. To the heart.
so he was kind of right, but still, like, so the very next year, I think I got so what made that, I got the pumps, the Reebok pumps.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, it's the same shit, but it's not Nike, it's Reebok, So that was
LP in the
kind of
building.
what kicked it off. It got the wheels turning for
Nice,
me.
nice.
And I fucking wore those Reeboks were all shoes. They were fucking PE shoes, going to
Everything.
school. Yeah, everything
Yeah.
shoes. It was the all purpose for me. I rode them until the wheels fell, until they started talking.
Yo, but yo, you know what's crazy? I don't know if you heard us say this before, but like you can't do that with sneakers now. They don't last as long. They couldn't withstand the daily grind like the sneakers we had back in the day.
Yeah. Some, yeah, for sure, for sure. Some were built good. Yeah.
What are you saying? Payless shoes, Jordan 10 collabs got me the shoe. Get the fuck out. Yeah, I'm like y'all. Yeah, appreciate that. So what kind of spots would you shop at? Like outside of your Foot Locker or the chains you want to call franchises. What did you have in your area that you would go shopping at? Like what's out? What do you have out
So outside of that, besides any chains, there was a place called Bill's Wheels, and it was a skate shop, and that was like the main place, where I would go. Airwalks, I would wear airwalks. Those are, I guess, maybe my introduction to maybe skating. Like, I don't know
there?
if those are a skate shoe or biking shoe, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
like airwalks, and I would go there because I had a relative that was like big into tagging, and like they had a lot of tagging clothes there and stuff like that. I guess you could say tagging clothes or
Nice.
graffiti clothes. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So we would go there, and then they see you enough, So, and that's where kind of like the little skate shoes kind of, for me, kicked off too, and they were cheap. They were cheaper than the 150 price tag. I'll tell you that much. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So
yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, because seeing that nowadays is like, yo, I remember these joints being like that back in the day.
yeah, so that was like the main one that everybody would go to. I'm not in a big. We had Foot Locker. We had one mall, one shoe store forever. Actually, there was I was like New York Styles, and it was called like Chess King, but it was like a New York Styles kind of clothing
Yeah,
store, and they had shoes there too. But it was Bill's Wheels. It was either Bill's Wheels or the Foot Locker.
yo, he said Perm had his knee pad back there.
um, no, yeah, Bill's Wheels. What else? Yeah, and that's it. Foot Locker. J.C. Penney's. That's where I would get a lot. Not gonna lie, I would get shoes there where you can afford.
Oh yeah, got how I say everybody go on their own level, and then when you level up, you can get other things.
I think after the pumps, I really fiend for the LA Gear Karl Malone, the catapults. They
Oh
had like these
shoot,
black, they all black with like purple, little hits of purple. So, and that was like the most expensive shoe for that I had ever gotten. It was like an $80 shoe, I think. And my mom was flipping out.
yo,
So,
first mention of the Karl Malone shoe. Yeah, I remember that joint.
yeah.
He said real ones rock Payless shoes. Yo, all
XJ.
all of all of us didn't come out the room rocking J's. That's for sure. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like that.
Yeah, I don't have no storybook. I think I just have the classic. It's not no storybook with sneakers. It's just some regular stuff. What you can afford, what's available. Obviously, the time of the internet wasn't, as far as buying sneakers and shit like that, didn't exist. Yeah, it was mainly what I could afford, and so that way you kind of learn how to, I think, flip shit as far as like the way you dress.
Right.
I think you
Switch it
learn how
up.
to
Yep.
style shit better. So
This month. Chill
Jesus,
Town in the building. Was good, bro. Appreciate
oh,
you coming through.
Mr. Chilltown.
Mr. East to West over here, bro. JC Kicks in the building. So what? How'd you end up in? Like for me, I was searching a sneaker, right? I think it was the I want to say the Concord, either the Concord 11s or the Space Jam. Concord 11, what 2019? Was that 2018?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Whichever one of the 11s I dropped in 2019 or late, no
I'm not a big
28.
dates. I'm not a big dates guy. I don't remember dates well when
Uh,
shoes come out.
Me
You
either.
know. So
I
yeah,
try to, but
yeah, yeah.
it's just a lot of things.
I respect the guys that know all the dates. I'm just like, I
Yeah,
respect that. Like, but I just
that
it doesn't
yeah.
retain that information. Doesn't retain with me.
That's how I know there's levels to the sneakerhead stuff. Like
I
people
know
are
the moments of life where I was at, or doing
right.
when I seen them or whatever when they came out, but not
So
dates.
that's when I don't know how I came across my feed on YouTube, and I was then I ended up on like Skinny's channel, and I saw Damn D, and then then come across Zay's channel, and then Ron reviews. It was just like the snowball effect of all these
Yeah,
other
yeah, for
channels
sure, for sure.
outside of the big the larger channels. So what led you to you have Tony D, Fomer Simpson, Nightwing, all those guys.
There was
Uh,
for me, I think I know what you're asking is like what led me to it, right?
yeah, 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 yeah.
I've said this a few times back. Some people might remember him. For me, it was a guy called he's from San Francisco Bay Area. I think it was just some like rich dude. And because he was always buying shit. Dubstep Slap 415.
I remember you saying that. Yeah, I remember you saying that
Dubstep
now.
Slap 415. So watching him, and then he would mention people, and he would mention customizers. He would always get a lot of customizers, and then he would mention people. And then so it's just like, later on you look up who he mentioned. Like I would watch his videos over and over because he was doing hats. He was doing snapbacks. Like his snapback collection was crazy, sneaker collection crazy, SB collection crazy. He bought everything. So he would mention names, and then you just kind of search. And then the next one for me was Franelations. So it was like dubstep, Franelations, um, Foamer, and then it went to Zaya, um, and then shoot, then Tony D actually came late for me. He came really late. So, and there's surprising a lot of people that you're like, oh, that I should have known that I didn't, like DJ Dells.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat with that too. Like,
Like I never had heard of. He was supposed to be some, and I'm into the music. I've been into the music and been into the sneakers, and I had never heard of him until like somebody went did a review about him like going off on Tony D. That's the
yeah,
first time I ever heard of him is with the Tony D beef. So and whatever. But for me, it was the first one was dubstep, Franelations, and then Foamer, and then it just trickled from there.
yeah. One leads to another. Then you got friends and whatnot. The homies in the chat. You got more channels branch off to keep YouTube growing.
And like the other guys, like I really didn't like there's certain people that I think only use sneakers to branch off to what they are today, if that makes sense. There's some people like, and it's no disrespect to them. I don't have like it's like either Skinny or Ron Review, how you mentioned them. Like I don't know, like yeah, they like sneakers, but I think they did the YouTube part strictly to branch off into something else. Things like that. Other
Yeah,
like even Davey McFly. Like I think he just did sneakers. He might be a sneakerhead. I'm not taking anything away from him, but he did the actual YouTube to branch off maybe to music to push something
right.
else. There was a different agenda. There are some people that do YouTube that are just sneakers, sneakers, sneakers. You know, so
Well,
but I just
then to piggyback on that, it's like with me, like not necessarily sneakers because I never did reviews or anything like that. But I did the battles, do this. Shout out to Iclec. Spur wants to be East Coast so bad with that Yankees hat.
Oh, look at he's a little teddy bear. He's a little tiny teddy bear. No, no, he's a little gummy bear. A little
Government.
soft gummy bear.
So it's like, like we talk is like, yo, freaking, I'm a fantasy football addict, bro. But I don't think I would turn this channel into that. I'd make a separate channel for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I wouldn't. It wouldn't be like a drastic flip on this channel.
yeah. What is it? Oh. For everything that's said about Bobby Pesos, he doesn't lie. He doesn't lie. He might talk shit, but he don't lie.
I never. Shout out to Pesos, man. Yo, for man, a few words or no words,
Yeah,
bro. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's
he's
why he don't speak. He don't lie. He don't lie. I never heard him say a lie.
yo. What was your biggest takeaway? Because I mean, I don't want to. It's I'm not one to like repeat long-winded stories or whatever. We all know. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and ask that. If so, for the people who don't know. So we know we can say what we want about. Oh shit, we got Rami in the building.
Oh, Mr.
What's good,
Rami,
Rami?
what's good?
Whatchamacallit. So like Henry's channel was the
It was a catalyst. It was low key a
yeah.
catalyst. Like it was low key a catalyst. Like there's a lot of people that like to boast about things. Like I'll take it from here. No, I'm just kidding. There's a lot of people that like to boast about things, about making connections, but they were just oblivious to what was going on. Other things were going on
Yeah,
where actually people connected and met and actually was like, oh, like, let me, what's your IG? Like you're actually doing is a little bit more intimate setting at
right.
Henry's as opposed to other places, right?
That
You
was
know,
like the lunchroom, bro. If you want to look at it, you know what I'm saying? Like where it was, Skinny was off live, Zay was off live, um, and then it was essentially a drama free zone because he was like, no, we're gonna talk about that here, and then
yeah,
it was just everyone just kicking it, and then
yeah.
they said Henry was my favorite COVID after dark stream, but yeah, I mean, even with a lot of like, I didn't know who the fuck I collect was until he came through Henry's channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm being for real about it. Like I didn't know. Like I wasn't because I
Yeah,
never really I
I
never
didn't know
looked at.
about him too. And he was a long time ago. Like when I was in
Yeah.
it, he had already, I think, done YouTube and left it and then came
Yeah.
back. And so and I
Yeah.
think to me he's like one of the I don't want to say underappreciated, but he's like one of the ones like he's probably gonna be when it's all said and done like a sneaker kind of legend. Not I mean just because that's what he's about. He sticks to it. So on all platforms, hella platforms.
This motherfucker.
But I mean, he's still a rap bastard,
Here.
regardless.
He said, "I met y'all from Zay Chat, the Trophy Room Saga, and went from there." Yeah. Oh shit. Dang. DS is up, bro. DS in the building.
Oh wow, yeah. See, there's another one too, right there, where people connected. Right there, it was a little bit more intimate setting. Right there on DS's shit. Early DS.
Early DS. Yeah, and that was. I mean, it sounds crazy when you look back on it because where things are now. But at the time, that was Henry throwing the alley because he'd be live with Henry, and then DS will have his live. Shout out to DS because I never forget. I don't know. I forgot he was throwing. He had a raffle, and I won the freaking um, black and gold 12s, the Gary Payton joints. Still got those. Shout out to DS. But yeah, those are pretty good times, and that's when I guess I was the one to like for you to see like, yo, all the other shit is what it is, but I'm
Yeah,
my own man, and then
yeah. I had some clarity. There was some clarity
yeah.
there. There's some moments.
You had the brick wall of defense up. Like, yo, we gotta watch this guy. He's from the other side.
That's just like a natural, regardless of being on the internet or in real life. That's just a natural.
DS was on the Power Loud. That's how I found out most of the Beast Coast peeps. Yo, shout out to DS and the Garage Chronicles.
He had one of those telethon lives. Well, we're in hour number 4. Just,
He be in the garage and the sun was up, and the next thing you know, be mad dark, and he's still alive. I was like, damn. Yeah, facts I collect. So what would be if you had to sum it up in a sentence, like that 2019 to like 2021 run of Section 8?
it was a lot of met good people, and I don't know, just met some real. I mean, met good people, met some fake people. I mean, I don't know. Like it was crazy. It was just like right now it's like a blur. Like honestly, I can't remember. I can remember everything when things are brought up. Then the details
Yeah,
start.
it comes back. Yeah,
But if
yeah.
like, there's just, I'd
It
say I
was
met a lot
so
of good
much,
people.
so
I
much
met a lot
happened
of
in a
good
little,
people.
so much happened in a short period of
Yeah,
time. You know what I mean?
I met a lot of good people. That I would sum that up to that. Some people that I would go out my way for. So
And that shit will never be duplicated. Like no matter.
no, no. And you know what I see now when I peekaboo, like I pay attention. Maybe I should watch everything, but who has fucking time for that, right? But I do pay
Yeah,
attention, and I see like people thinking something is new when it's just old, whether it happened, like in 2019, 20, whatever. It's just old to me right now. I think for maybe some people too, it's like a rerun. Like you just see, I was like, oh, that was instilled back then, or just like little rules or whatever.
yeah,
Nothing really has evolved. People want to think it's evolved, but it's kind of the same from 2019.
yeah,
Just a lot of shit talking, but in
yeah.
different, I don't know, different avenues, I guess, different places.
It's
I
more
think there's
PC
less
now.
people too. I want to say there's less people like going live on a regular in that
Yeah,
section
yeah,
8.
yeah.
So why? I really don't know. Just life shows up. People get tired. People get bored. It's just like in real life, there's tourists. I call them tourist friends. You ever just meet somebody and then like you're solid with those people in real life for a couple of years and then they're gone. Like where life just takes them somewhere else.
But people have more time now because you figure it wasn't until like what April, May 2020 that like shit started shutting down. That shit was like mad quick in most places.
Hmm.
So more people you had time to just sit on your phone or computer and just catch every live that popped up. You know what I mean? Compared to everything trying to get back to normal. So you're not home every day. You can't just sit by the phone and watch something. Oh, so and so's live and you watch it like you try to. But with the time that's left, like I still want to support and catch a few minutes of somebody's live, say what up. But I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
if I got
I
2 3 hours,
I
the last
kind
thing
of
I want to do is be on my phone.
yeah, no, I can't. So things have changed for me with
What's
having
good, J Sneaks?
oh, that's a real good guy right there.
Shout out to
That's
Perm,
a
one of
real
the
good
first people
guy.
to join my live back then.
G Sneaks is a real one, dude. He's a real good guy. Um, but for me, a lot of things have changed too. Because I have a lot of people know I have a 2 year old. He's almost 3 now. So like that's if you look at when I started doing videos probably because of COVID. How you're saying there's extra time.
Yeah,
Things were canceled with my son, and I was just like, oh, you're gonna learn how to do something you're gonna learn how to edit. You're gonna learn how to do this. I'm gonna do sneaker videos. We're gonna spend some time together doing this, right? Because we were always spending time with sports, so we're gonna do
right.
something else. Um, so that's when that, and I was still buying heavy then because he was pretty much grown. Like he needed less things. You know what I mean? It was
Right.
just all about school and sports, right? When they're young, you're paying for a lot of stuff. Um, so so I was buying. I could treat myself a little bit more. There was more disposable income. So
Right.
I was like, well, I can do the sneaker thing, and then buy at the same time buy the things that I want. Um, and then so if you look, like almost 3 years ago is probably when I stopped doing videos because I had my son, and it's just like devoted dad time.
Oh
Everything
yeah, for sure.
everything goes to him, So that's the main reason why I stopped. Just no more time. And then I just started getting back into more like just watching actual shoe stuff. For example, like people like SB Rami. I'll just throw him out there since he was here and he said what's up. Watching people more focused on shoes, you know, just the shoe aspect of it. So and there's a
Bro.
lot of new people that there is a lot of new people that I watch. I peek in here and there when I have time, like just in the morning or maybe the afternoon. Um, People like SB, Rafi. You know what I mean? They're all about sneakers. So
Yeah, facts up here. Meeting Perm for the East West battle was dope. Those Chilltown battles so well done. Stuff that can never be duplicated. You know what I mean?
actually, I didn't want to. I didn't want to do it. I didn't
For
want to do.
real?
Yeah, because there was other people that could better represent with their collections. I mean, like by far, I had the smallest collection, but I feel like I could like maybe not necessarily talk better, but just be more, about this. I don't know. Just I guess talk better. I guess right. But there's just people that are more reserved. You know what I mean? I could have been a little bit more entertaining. That's why. But I still had enough shoes to do what I did.
Oh
But
yeah.
like there was Primera. Like Primera could have fucking did it. I think Hella Laced. She was like a coach or something.
Yeah.
She could have did it. You know what I mean? Could imagine if I was X'd out and it was Primera and Dub P were still representing the West Coast and battling. Like it wouldn't be too much Beast Coast boasting.
If you say so. If you say so.
So
We were prepared for the number one fisherman of the West, bro. What the?
what's that?
He
What
said
happened?
Melo was lost. What? That was random. Yeah, a lot of bangers though, for real. The battle was Thomas. Facts. Facts.
But see, there was like that was the first battle, but there was Henry battles. A lot of people like it's fuck Henry, but it's still like there was a lot of Henry battles. You can't take that away from him. There was
Oh,
battles,
not at all. Not at
you
all.
know what I mean? And people are claiming that they were doing shit first when they weren't even Henry was doing some decent battles. It might
Yeah.
not have been like promoted all crazy and like we're doing it, but
Yeah.
that was just the foundation. That was laying foundation for what a lot of people wanted to see.
Yo, people can say what they want to say. If you wasn't watching Henry back then, Matt, I want to say there was enough people watching where you seen other channels taking, what was done on Henry's channel. And
Hmm.
I'm not gonna get it twisted. Henry was just a host, bro. It was the community there that came up with everything. You know what I'm saying? He was just,
Yeah, and pushing him to go live,
yeah,
paying him to go live.
yeah,
Let's keep it all the way 1,000. You know what I mean?
oh
Pushing him
yeah,
to go live and paying him to go live. But even like DS had the best one of the best concepts for battle that I liked, and I was in it. I think Knobster was in it. I think I might have lost to Matt. Maybe Matt won it or
that's good.
Joey, where it was like an elimination.
They're like the
You
battle
remember that, like
royals.
a live a minute eliminate? I forgot what it was called or whatever, but that was fucking dope. I thought that was really like a really good time as far as sneaker battles go.
Yo, not just the sneaker battle. Let's remember the hat battle he had, bro. I was the first winner, bro. We're not gonna forget that.
Easy.
My bad, my battle riot, my bad. I should have brought
I
that up.
had to. Get that in. It's all good.
I think Henry's kick is a bit overrated. No, he got you on that, bro. He got. I think I would say that. I always give credit when the credit's due.
I'm kind of like with Jax on Henry's kick being overrated because Henry was on carpet in the comfortability of his own home. Jax did it out in the streets in the element. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that was, that was a little different.
Yo, shout out to Jax. We chilled for a little bit Wednesday before I left the DMV area. He thought I was short like I collect. He was
Nah,
like
like
he said
he really
he
thought you
said
were short.
yeah, he was like I just saw his tall motherfucker walking towards the Jeep.
No, I think I seen you a long time ago. Like, I don't want to say like I think you were taking a picture next to Skinny, and I know Skinny's pretty tall, so I
Yeah,
figured you had to be like 6, around there.
yeah.
So
Yeah, because Skinny's like he's like 6'4", 6'5".
yeah, wasted height,
We
wasted
got
height.
E1 to do a 10 clip on Dre Jungle's channel, so that was finally peer pressure paying off. Yo, I don't know how many weeks, bro. And I'll come through. I'll be in the chat, and then yo, Duffy kept saying, "Yo, we gotta get E1 up here. We gotta get one up." And then Dre Jungle hit me up, "Yo, E-Dubs, we gotta get you on." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it." And yeah, Hella Lace was guilty too. Like I remember, I was like, "Yo, I said I get off. It was a day I got off work early. I said I'll be able to set up to join." And they were talking. I want to say it was like a resale topic, and I freaking hate resale topics, bro, because it's so hit and miss, right? I mean, people gonna do what they're gonna do. You can't stop it, and it is what it is. Especially the way how hard it is to get sneakers now, for the most part. Like it is what it is. He says he's taller than that, and that says nothing. But anyway, so I made it
Not,
home, and
not
I
on his
find
best
it.
day.
I
Dre
find it.
Jungles, man, I really like Dre Jungles. He had a good thing. If he would have just did it himself and not did it on anybody or tag team with anybody or partner with anybody, he'd had a good channel. I think if he would have just kept it himself.
Yo, stuff be crazy. See, now they lying. See, be the shit. Two people out west want to start bluffing the truth, bro.
Who
Dag.
from you've had Hella on here, right?
Nope, not yet.
Who from the West Coast have you had on here?
From the West Coast, Chilltown.
Oh, Chilltown's been okay. All right.
Yeah, chill. Don't play that coast.
No disrespect to nobody, but honestly, my favorite one had to be Ron G.
Yo, when you said, I figured that that's you in the chat sticks out the most because you are one, and we've talked about this behind the scenes before too. When people show stuff you don't see all the time, and people show stuff from their clips that they really like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you could tell what he was pulling; those were sneakers that speak to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I like him too as his channel too. I like his intro and his videos
Oh yeah.
because he's about the sneakers. He doesn't get fucking flustered by any bullshit. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh no, nah,
you know what I mean?
he stayed the same for the longest too. I can't believe I ain't mentioned him earlier because like I met him in Skinny's chat, but like I started watching his videos. Like, oh, this dude does sneakers, but he just does it his own way. When he got time, he'll make a video and put it out there and just go by
And
his business.
he's one of those persons that I learned too, along with you. Like, don't judge the host and the chat. Don't put them in the same category. You know what I mean? Like, he was one of
Yeah,
those guys too. So.
yeah. I think I had more. What happened to New York Dad Sneaker Battle League? Oh yeah, that's right. It doesn't exist. Oh shit. Oh, we got some. Oh, we need the Mahalo Battle League.
Stephen Miller.
That's a new one tonight, bro. He typed a few times. I've never seen that before. I just hope you subscribe, bro.
Yep. What is it? Tell a friend to tell a friend.
So, Mr. Perm, my favorite segment of the show.
Oh.
Let's be honest, the real versus fake debate waged on like civil rights movement during COVID. Facts.
Yeah.
Super
That's a good
facts.
one.
So of course the chat can get in on this too. You can drop your questions, or those who
Uh-huh.
normally do, just shoot me some questions. This or that, sir. I give you two options. You pick one or the other. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oakland or San Francisco?
San Francisco.
E40 or Mac Dre?
Mac Dre.
Jim Jones or True Life?
Ooh. Oh, True Life. True Life.
And what's crazy, I don't remember the live. I know I mentioned it. I was like, whoa, I forgot who. The fact that you knew about True Life was crazy to me, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, yo, Perm really be knowing. Henry or the New York Dad?
um. Fuck, dude. They might hate me for this, but New York Dad has never did anything to any of the homies as far as fuck, dude. Like it got personal with Henry. That's a hard
Yeah.
one, dude. Fuck, dude.
Yo, and yo, for the same reason you're having problems with it is why I asked it, because I know how you are and loyalty is big for you.
I'm gonna have to go. Fuck, I'm gonna go with Henry.
That hurts to say.
Yeah.
Oh, it gets a little bit easier. It gets a little bit easier.
No, I want the tough ones. It
I
fucking
know. I know.
it gets yeah, I like those ones.
Uh, Asics or Reebok?
Reeboks.
Really? You got me on that one. New Balance or Adidas?
New Balance.
Team battles or 1v1?
Team battles.
Jordan 1s or Jordan 11s?
That's a good one. I'm gonna say Jordan ones because of colors. Wait, a certain colorway. Jordan one. Yeah.
SB highs or SB lows?
Lows.
90s basketball or trainers?
90s basketball.
The old Section 8 or the current Mahalo Network?
The old Section 8 or the current Mahalo Network? The current Mahalo Network.
Off White or Supreme?
Supreme.
J Tips or Ama Mania?
Amamanya.
Which was the better win? The first West versus East battle or the win against Jax?
Well, since I like teams battle, the West one. The West one. Even though
A,
Jax was really entertaining.
a good Air Force One or a good Jordan 4?
Air Force One.
My man. See? Shoe Tang or the Trap House?
Let me see if I can remember real quick who's all in the shoe tang. Eesh, shoe tang. But it's almost like that's unfair to me, in my opinion. It's almost like the same because they're just. It's just almost the same. because a lot of them they fuck with each other heavy. You know what I mean? And there's
Yeah.
some shoe tangs that could be considered like trap house at that moment in time when it was out there. You know what I mean?
That
So
all right. Larry June or E40?
definitely E40. Andre Nicotina.
I never heard of Mac Mall.
Oh,
Oh,
dude, what?
Mac
Mac
Dre or
Roll?
Sean Price?
Oh, shoot. The God? Oh my God. One of my favorite tracks too is with Sean Price and Thurston Howell. Double Dosage. But I think I'm gonna go with Mac Dre. Ooh, I like to be sativa.
And my
Sativa.
peso said the same thing. G Sneak said wings with the bone or boneless?
With the bone.
Mac said
Boneless
boo.
is a little bit suspect, man. I think that's like compressed pieces of meat that they put together. I need the bone
He
to make
said
sure it
double
came from a
dosage
fowl.
ball. Here we go. Drew down or the jacker?
Oh, I'm gonna go with the Jack. That was a hard one. Hell is asking the hard ones, motherfucker.
Roger that
Big
or
Money
big money
Sunny.
son.
Oh my god, dude. Let's talk about that. Did we see that? Did we see that? No disrespect to
Oh,
Big
the
Money
10K
Sunny.
buyout?
He got hosed. Like he got. I think he got robbed. Like no way. I would have been like, I'm taking all my pairs back. Fuck you
Yeah,
guys.
for real.
Like he could. But if he got money like that and he did it for the cool kicks clout, then that's cool. But whatever.
Spice One or SIBO?
Oh shit. Probably Sibo. That's a, that's a good one too.
Nas or Jay Z?
Jay Z.
Rough Riders? Has the crew of the Rough Riders or Wu
Yo,
Tang Clan?
pause on the Rough Rider. I'm just kidding. What the fuck is this shit?
Yeah, Rough Riders or Wu Tang?
Wu Tang. Because
Lyrics?
who was in Rough? Who was I never knew who was in Rough Riders.
The Locks,
Uh huh.
DMX, Eve,
Wait,
Drag On.
Drag
Yeah.
On. Yeah,
Um, I'm missing mad people, bro.
Eve was probably my favorite then, and
Yeah.
DMX.
Lyrics or the beat?
Ooh, fuck.
You read,
Lyrics,
you read my
lyrics,
mind, G Sneaks. The Houston Oilers or the Tennessee Titans?
Oilers, definitely. Dude, I see. Oh, go ahead. Let's go.
Styles P was I said the Locks, bro. Yeah, always lyrics.
But
Mellow or
Flo,
Troll? What the
Mello, or who?
Troll.
Trollmageddon?
Yeah.
Man. I'm gonna say troll for undisclosed reasons. Just there, I can't say reasons why. Just I can't. I think if I said mellow, somebody would unfriend me. No, about the whole like lyrics or beats for me, it's like flow too. How you flow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I like the universal flow, like Biggie. You didn't know where like maybe when he spoke, but like as far as the rapping, like he could have just been like, "Oh, I'm from here, I'm from there," because he had a
Right.
flow when he rapped. You know what I mean? So I don't
Tone Capone
know.
or Ron's other alter ego?
Damn. I'm gonna say Tone Capone because I got friends that are like Tone Capone, just fucking straight knucklehead dummies. You know what I mean? That just are dummies. So and those dudes, those are some of my favorite dudes. So
Warren Moon or Steve McNair?
oh man, Steve McNair.
Zay or Tony D?
Zay or Tony D? What if I don't answer one? He's asked too many.
He's like, you have been dismissed. You have been dismissed, Acolyte.
Your limit is up.
He says Sneaker Jacks or D Blake. Ooh,
Oh man. I'm gonna say D Blake because I thought Sneaker Jacks was gay at first.
gotta watch what you say behind the scenes, Sneaker Jacks, before we go live.
No, 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 because the first time when I seen Sneaker Jacks was in like seen him typing in tops and he would always put the fucking little gay flag. So I was like, is he saying like he's gay or something? So and
That's
then
that's
so
what I meant to ask.
D Blake, reached out to so he reached out. So and that's an older relationship, Jax. Don't get, your chonies in a bunch. Oh
Shelly Sarah
shit.
or
Sully
B
Cell.
Legit.
Sully Cell.
Oh
There's a
shit.
lot of people you probably never even heard of, huh? Like Sully Cell. Who in the fuck is Sully Cell, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. The Tyler Rose, Earl Campbell.
Skinny or Yante?
Didn't he ask too many already? I'm gonna say, fuck, dude. I don't know. No, no, no. This is no reflection on Edub. Obviously, people know, but I think they're both racist as shit. But I'm gonna go with fucking Skinny because he's more entertaining.
The man says skinny or wrong with you.
Ron Reviews. They're both racist as shit, but Ron Reviews is more entertaining.
That I collect hairline or Bobby thought that fetish.
The torta fetish.
Yeah, thanks, Jax
Sneaker
and Bro.
girl. Sneaker girl. Kylo has high standards.
Rapping for Teo San Quinn.
San Quinn.
I've actually heard of these guys.
You've heard of
Yo,
San Quinn?
Swamp Stories or Tramp Ross
Swamp Stories.
or Trap Ross. You watch how
Never
you
mind.
watch well?
No, I Swamp Stories, yeah, but the other one I haven't. What's the other one? You might
He
have
does
just
the
put me on.
same. He does the same. Yo, shout out to Greedy. Greedy put me onto that channel. Trap Ross goes into Trap Ross got me. Yo, his details is fucking insane, bro. Like it's dope, bro. When he breaks down like all the gang beef, rap beefs, all Trap Ross. Shout out to him, bro.
And what does he do? Is he like East Coast, Midwest, down south, or
I
every?
think I think he's from Europe.
Oh, Europe. Mans in them.
He said Glocks or Smith and Wesson. Oh, Trap Ross is from the UK.
Hmm. I'll go with Smith and West, some kind of revolver, as long as it's a revolver. I don't like to pick up shells.
What the moped bros before? What the
That's an old one. Somebody's here. That's an old account right there. That's an old one.
Okay,
See,
Traveler
that was another
covers
thing.
Chicago
Yeah.
stories, West Coast, East Coast, down south, UK, Sweden. Yeah, he covers all the gang stories. Yeah.
Hmm. Well, I just only like Swamp Stories. He's done where I live, like I think
Yeah.
2 times, but he's done a lot of the West Coast, so that's what kind of attracted me to it. But then it's just like he gets a lot of information wrong. too. So it's just kind of, but it's just seeing the I'm more for the characters that are involved that he's talking about, not necessarily his little details or whatever. Just Swamp Stories because it hits more close to home. But I'll have to look at that other one.
Tree or tops?
Oh, fuck.
Yo, stop. Yo, ooh, yo. Shout
Probably
out to Dribbles in the fucking building, bro.
oh,
Perm don't know about guns.
no, he I know he has one all the time supposedly. Um, Tops, just because of the history. Just because of the history.
Tops or Henry?
Same category of person.
Motherfucker.
Uh, I'll say Tops because I believe Tops paid his debts.
Cam Ward or Will Levis?
Oh fuck, man! I don't know. I'm gonna say Will Levis, just because I don't know. I see Cam Ward. He looks all right, but I'm gonna say Will Levis. I'm faithful, dude. I'm fucking faithful.
The biggest loss for the Titans, AJ Brown or Derrick Henry?
Derrick Henry, for sure. I just feel like wide receivers are like a dime a dozen. You know what I mean? It seems like every team has two good wide receivers, but to get that durable running back,
G Sneaks, I'm gonna need you to stay out my phone, bro. Sneakers or hats?
definitely sneakers. Dribbles is here. Oh man, I love him so much.
Oh, I'm missing one. Oh, Fonzie or From Chicago for Chicago?
Oh, and not Fonzie. Happy Days. Well, what if I told you they were the same person? Oh,
Oh,
um, because of history, I don't know Fonzie, so it'd have to be Chicago.
dang, he's here too. I collect e-checks, bro. I'm guessing this is Randy Moss or Jerry Rice.
Rice. But you know what, Moss? He came up with like he actually came up with something, or don't get mossed. Oh, he mossed
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and that's
And
playing Madden
yo,
too.
and the
That was
kids
a
to
big
this
model.
day, like kids my son's age, never seen went around for that, and they using that. You know what I mean?
And he had some sneakers on the field. Moss.
Terrell Owens, or Randy Moss.
Oh, Randy Moss.
I agree with you there. I think the close one would be Terrell Owens or Ocho Cinco.
Mm. I think Terrell Owens wins that. He was kind of a little thugged out, like to talk his shit. Wait, Ocho. Wait, who did the pin? To did the pin, right?
The what?
The Sharpie. Who did the Sharpie? Was it Chad or
No,
Tio?
Ocho Cinco,
Oh,
bro.
Ocho Cinco did the Sharpie. Yeah, probably Ocho Cinco then. Yeah.
Dag. Perm didn't send me this interview because I clowned it.
Dude, this motherfucker, I would be like, hey, go watch it, friend. And he'd be like, shut the fuck up. I ain't gonna watch that shit. And then he's gonna show up.
I know a lot of people like him, bro. There's like three of them in the chat, and there's another one texting my phone, rat bastard.
Air him out?
Barry Sanders or Emmett Smith?
I'm gonna say Barry Sanders because he bowed out gracefully. Emmett just died on the field.
Yeah. Barry Sanders said, "Y'all are killing me and won't let me go, so I'm out of here."
Emmett was like, Arizona? Sure, I'll play there. Like, what's going on?
So I will say it's a tie to me. Ocho and TO2 favorite. Yeah, they were nice. They were nice.
Yeah, T.O. he shit on Dallas. Remember that one? where he shit on Dallas. Um,
Thank God we're still friends, man. Uh, uh, I don't know. Let me know if I repeat myself. DMX or Tupac?
mm, damn. I'm gonna say DMX. I actually bought DMX CDs. I never had to buy any Tupac music because everybody else had it around me. So I actually went out and fished some DMX. But I'm raising my son off Tupac if that helps, if that makes anybody feel better from the West Coast. He knows Jermon.
Dribbles. He said dribbles or D Blake. Racks Glock back just in case.
I'm not gonna answer that question. You
That's like
already
a,
asked too many questions.
that's like is do you like the father or you like the son?
You asked too many questions.
No, birthday's on Monday, everybody. Happy birthday. God, I had another one.
I have a question for you because I get this.
Oh
Oh
shit.
no,
Go
go ahead.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, no, it's not the question that I said I was gonna ask.
I knew.
No, chill, chill, chill.
No, I knew it was.
Um, like, what do you? Because when you've mentioned my name before, and when people mention my name, they just say troll. So, like, do you think I'm a troll?
No,
Like, honest opinion. Like,
no,
some
I
people in the
never.
chat will probably say it's cool, but like, I just was like, I've always showed my face since day one. Since day one, I've showed my face of the beginning of Section 8 or whatever. When that option was available to take the link,
Yeah,
I've always taken the link. So I thought trolls hide, right?
my other name. Yeah, like I know. No,
So, and I don't like, and they're like, I get that. I would always get that a lot from just the beginning. Oh, that's a it's partly my fault because I would tell, oh, that's my account. Yeah, that's me. I'm doing that. Yeah, just say it's me, right? Like, who gives a fuck who it is, right? But
so that's a different type of trolling. You know what I'm saying? Like you were like trolling in the chat with like people using the like wild out name or whatever.
yeah,
But you
just
know what I'm saying? That's exactly a smart ass and no one like that shit. That pretty much
but like that's just like regular in real life stuff, and then it's just like if friends have a problem with it, it's just like you love me or you hate me, and it's just there's no middle ground. So I hate that dude. Oh, I love that dude. That's what I noticed it's been with me my whole life, right? Because I'm gonna talk it, and then if friends have a problem, then we fight. Either we get over it, we stay friends, or we don't. Whatever. But like I'm just always gonna poke fun. I'm always gonna talk my shit because like it's part of a conversation. That's the kind of conversation I like. Whether it be sports, you know, because I always got shit talked on to me, and I learned how to have tough skin, especially being like how I said, when you're poor and people know it, like they're gonna talk shit to you, So maybe there is that little chip on my shoulder or whatever, but I learned to take it, you
yeah.
know. So and dish it.
No, never thought you was a troll. People who can't handle joking or bullshit, but I don't even see how that's trolling. You know what I mean? Because
Because you don't know, there's not that personal
you're
element.
accessible. You're accessible, so you can't be a troll.
Yeah. And I don't like when people already know how I feel about them, like they're just like, oh, that's a troll. Like, dude, like I don't need to like you know
Yo,
some people
dribbles, I
do. There's a
got
lot of
you.
people,
Dribbles,
that
I got you. Yo, yo. I'm so glad dribbles in the fucking building, bro. Long time no see. Yo, motherfucker, dribble said, "Who scanned better, Jax or Henry?"
who scammed better. I want to say Henry because Jax is a little bit more in your face, right? And Henry's like, "Oh, woe is me, oh Henry, like that's Henry, like woe is me, like Eeyore the donkey, like, and that was all a play. That was a great play that fucking Henry
Yo,
had.
you mean the cut and paste question to 50 different people? Yeah. Yo, shout out to DS. Shout out to Ronzo the alter ego because that live took a whole left turn because Ego was just like, "Yo, is there anybody on this panel?" And then he was like, "I don't know." And then Ego was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna go ask each person on the panel." Oh, this motherfucker. Who has bigger than thoughts, Jax or Sneaker Girl?
Mm. Hey, I don't know. I collect. You've said some sus things, dude. You called me a teddy bear the last time, and that was super sus. Now this one, you want to see Jack's tits? What's going on here?
Who rides in a car seat? I collect or dribbles?
Damn. I mean, I don't think I collect has a car, so I think he rides in the car seat. I never seen Dribbles. Dribbles always is the driver. So
How Jax scam Matt and the other nigga posted up on IG the next day. Oh man. Popular question lately.
oh
Who
yeah,
had
we
the
did
better
that one. I'm going with Jax. I said Jax.
Jibba doesn't have a car, he's illegal. Wow.
What are you talking about too? In California, you could be illegal and get everything. You can get insurance, you can get your license, you can get a car. Come to California, you could be illegal and get all that stuff. We got money for
Oh,
you.
you can only wear one sneaker for the rest of your life.
Fuck.
Jordan 4 or an Air Force One.
I think we kind of went that one, but I'm gonna go Air Force.
Yeah, somebody remixed the question, so I had to
Yeah,
ask it again.
yeah, yeah. It's Air Force.
So it's safe to say you got a little New York in you, bro.
Why? No, I just like
I know, I know.
no. I do. I got love. Like, I mean,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm not a hater. Man. I'm not a hater.
Um, OG Kicks 45 or Leo 2 Live?
Leo 2 Live. That's an easy one. Regardless, Leo's one of those. Like, I'm the kind of person where like I don't have to. I feel like I know what kind of person he is. Like, I don't have to communicate with you every day, multiple times a day, or the month, or whatever, and then we just leave right back where we are. Leo's just that personality. You know what I mean? So I'm like that too, and it's gonna be always Leo. Leo's a good dude.
Dribble said, Matt, for the record, nobody gave him permission to use my model name, so it wasn't us. A hat from FCFC or a hat from Bobby Pesos, bro?
Oh,
Hey, Pesos, do you send out invoices, bro?
you know what? I'm gonna say pesos.
Oh. Oh?
I feel like I got scammed.
Sheesh.
And Bobby Pesos he's the first one that sent my new kid a hat.
Oh, dope, dope. He said, still no one answered. What happened to FCFC from Chicago
I think
Bulls?
he's getting married. These are wedding bells.
Cleaning his mind.
Free Yolanda. I said that, dude. I said that in a Facebook. They were like, "Oh, she didn't get bail, yeah," and everybody was going crazy. And I just put free Yolanda. Oh my god! I think I got kicked out of that chat.
Dag, dribbles? Huh? Baby Perm got look fly with that Southern Cali hat. Dribble say it ain't so. Yeah, we hold on. They got 25. We'll get pause for the pause, bro. Oh, we got 29 likes. Y'all appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all for real. Appreciate the love. Dang, man, you been here for 2 hours and you just hit the like. I appreciate you, bro.
Some crab ass friends, man.
It be it's your own people, bro. It's always your own people,
Let
bro.
me go turn the camera off so I could take the knife out my back. Just for that, Matt, get on your other accounts and like it.
He's somebody said, yo, it's from Chicago for Chicago, tender dicking, bro.
And we all have those homies that like those girls that everybody's had. You know what I mean? And that he just obsessed. So
Man had to flip his phone and hit the like button.
damn.
Oh, tell me about it. You wanted, yeah. Who would you rather have a sneaker battle against? Primera or Don't Cruise the Toe Box?
Um wow. For entertainment purposes, I I think Don't Crease talks a lot of shit. So probably Don't Crease. I think yeah, probably Don't Crease. But they would probably both fucking jack me. What I did to Jack. They'd probably both jack me. Don't get jacked out in these battles.
Yo, did you hear the story I told about like have my collections of Air Force Ones, and I know he got mad Air Force Ones. So I was talking to Greedy one day. I was like, yo, I think I want to do a New Year's Eve battle. I'll challenge Don't Crease, right?
Jesus.
He's like, yo, for real? I'm like, yo, for real. I was like, and I was telling like how I was thinking. I was like, yo, but I said, let me let me test the water temperature, right? So I had hit up Don't Crease. I was like, yo, how many Air Force Ones you got? And he threw a number out there. I took a screenshot, said the Greedy. I was like, yo, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Because I know how like his number was close to my number, but I have a lot of fluff. He don't got fluff at anything, bro. I'm like,
He
no, I'm
probably
good.
got all yeah. Yeah. Probably
Yeah,
got nothing but fucking
yeah.
heat up in that shit, dude. Yeah, because I
My,
remember when he first turned on the camera, I was like, Jesus Christ.
yo, you got people, you got people who show like, ooh, I got the Tiffany SB low, and then he's like, you look back, it's like a stack of 30 Tiffany boxes, like,
Yeah, it's
yeah,
like I think he's the one that told the story, if I remember correctly, like the reason why he has so much was he would like he had like obviously he has like a skate shop plug, but like they had his like reserved or something when nobody was fucking with them. You know what I mean? Like something like that. I think it was his story. I'm not too sure because he really didn't talk that much. When he was showing, I think that he would just always have them reserved. Oh yeah, let me get those. Let me get those. You know what I mean? And they weren't selling. He was in that time buying them where they weren't selling,
mhm.
and so you know, I think that was him. If I had to,
Yeah, that was him.
could
That
be
was him.
wrong.
Thank you, Duppy, for the fact check. Thanks, sir.
Mm.
Yeah, as many times I hit Dre Jungles up, I'm like, yo, bro, that was like what the community needed at the time. I still think there needs to be a channel for that, like positivity, showing sneakers. It doesn't just have to be the most recent release. You know what I mean? Like, yo, everyone was hyping up the brick by brick, and now no one's talking about it, bro.
Yeah. I'm not. I mean, I know that. I mean, obviously, I know the shoe, but I'm not gonna. It's an all red shoe at the end of the day. Like so. That's how I just look at it. But you know,
Yeah, we got another one then. Sneaker files or Dirty's Got Soul.
sneaker files. But salute to Dirty Got Soul.
I declined the DM at dribbles. What I miss? Oh, sort of already. So I guess people are waiting. So I'll ask it because
I can dribble. That's a good one. I can dribble.
so from the beginning to end, right? With all the shit that's happened, like what was your point of view and take on how the Mahalo Battle League was going from the start to the peak and into how the season ended?
um, it was obviously. I think a lot of things start with good intentions and just wholehearted. And wanted to, you know, it was never. I for Jax. I don't think it was ever to like make any money. It was to entertain, get people some money, whatever for their time. Um, the way it ended was kind of messy. I mean, if you hold on, it's not a lie. I'm just clearing my throat. Um, if you look at how much was going on with it, like all the battles, I think there's just maybe too many people involved as far as like logistics and stuff, and a clash of personalities. Um, maybe if it was just left between like you and Jack, right, channels, it probably would have went a lot smoother. But you add in too many chiefs. It's too many chiefs, right? Um, and the way it ended, like I think it ended fair. Like everybody, people lost money. Like I know I put as much money into it. I know Jack's put his own money into it. Um, and it is what it is. I don't know. I think people got a lot of it misconstrued with like how it worked. Everybody
Yeah,
got paid. It was just the end that was just like it got fucked up. There was no like, you know, it was never no bad intentions with Jack. So I think it just got a little bit ugly. Everybody got paid, so I think it was a good thing. Should it happen again? I think it should happen again. Try it again. But are battles that like even important right now? No.
you know,
So maybe on a different fucking thing, get two people that are beefing and boom, put them on there. Fucking have them beef it out, fucking joking on each other, or fucking who gets the better jokes, rate their jokes or something.
he said jazz good people, but nah, don't do it again. Dang,
Well, no, in a different aspect of competition, some kind of
didn't
competition.
feel like a real
Competition is
ending,
good.
but Jack said stand God for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
He
not
said
the
Eric. He
ending
said
though.
Eric Estrada or Eric Estrada.
Wait, I think the one with the K.
Eagles fan in the building. What's good, bro?
Oh shit, Eagles. What's up? Fuck the Eagles. That's what's up. Yeah, it should be in some other kind of competition. Something else needs to pop up. Who knows?
And that's my thing. Like I collect such a battle whore. He tells me, I got to host battles again. But like I've been brainstorming on the format, but I'm like, I don't want to do anything that's been done, or I've come up with formats, and then you have other people who take some ideas, don't give credit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, it is what it is. But like, how do you feel about people that cop just to show sneakers on Instagram?
It's like, how do I feel? Meaning, like, are they like real sneakerheads or?
Or is it just or do they fall in the category of people doing it because it's popular?
Well, yeah, I think there's that. There's always that. And how do I feel about them? I mean, I don't really like. Honestly, I can't tell who's like. I don't really pay attention to it. I guess I don't know. I look. I had that like when you know when we had talked about doing this. I was like, oh, maybe I'll talk about like what's I know you were gonna do majority of the questions, but I was like, it's sneakerhead, right? And then you got reseller, and then you got collector, and you got all these little things. And I think that what you're saying falls under that sneakerhead category. Like I'm doing it for the likes, kind of. You know what I mean? There's a person sneakerhead for the
Say
likes.
name, say name. So I think the most guilty one in my eyes is the guy who goes by the name of the real D got juice.
Never heard of them, honestly.
So he battled sneaker connoisseur and lost him in the first round of Who Has the Heat tournament, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was like, yo, shitting on SBs, right? Oh, that's an old ass sneaker, blah blah blah. And he's saying, oh, they're trying to make it seem like the fragment Travis Scott was such a great sneaker. No, it's just a triple collab that just came out, and to me, that sneaker was whack. It looked ugly to me. Like the lows look better than the highs. So, oh, that's his grail. He never sell it. Blah blah. Ask him where that sneaker is at now. What has he been doing? What has he been doing the last year? Buying every SB that people has mentioned to him. Like I remember I had a conversation with him. He was like, "Oh, for real, this, that, and the third." He talked to I Collect and whoever else he talked to. And motherfucker, freaking every sneaker that's been mentioned to him, he's cop shows it, and who knows if he still has it. I feel like he flips his sneakers. It is what it is. He does what he wants his money, but he flips it like to
Yeah.
show it on Instagram, get a like, try to battle. He's not gonna win a battle like that.
Mm.
My man says Sneaker Wives Battle League. Nah.
No, this gotta keep the females. Worlds can't collide. Keep the wives out of it. No, but there's a lot of people. I mean, I think like the umbrella on the title, sneakerheads. Then you got all these different, different types. You know, people buying sneakers for strictly
He's
the value and the hype. You
tell
know,
Perm to show what the P rods.
nah, I don't have those shoes. That's an unwearable sneaker for me. Like in my life, you know what I mean? Like I don't want that kind of attention. That's
Dang.
fake ass.
So so this is what it takes to get dribbles to come be in the
No,
chat.
Where are his? He sold his. So you're a sellout, ass Mexican.
Oh, Canelo or Julio Cesar Chavez, bro.
Canalito or Julio? I'm gonna go with Julio. I grew up watching him. So
Yo, dribbles. Canelo still your favorite boxer, bro?
Dribble
We
likes every fucking fighter, dude.
we the Mexican community here by passing to the Puerto Ricans. We thank you. So what's something the average person in the YouTube community would not know that Perm is into? Like, what's one of your hobbies that no one would think, or something that you keep up with that none of us would think you?
I like. I guess. I mean, it's a hobby. It's a time killer. Well, um, playing like the old school video games. Things that are like were on the Nintendo or the Super Nintendo. So then like now I'm sharing that with my son. So he's learning the basics, He's crawling before he could walk and run. So doing that, like even before him though, I still like playing those old school games, I guess. So I don't know.
Yeah, 'cause I remember damn, we were behind the scenes one day, and I think it was me, you, Greedy, Matt, and there was a few other people there, and then we started talking battle rap. Like, yo, fucking Perm up on the battle rap too.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, like I mean, yeah, no, I know, yeah, I know about that shit. Just for a long time, because there's some guys here that were featured on those battle rap. Some guys in my area that
Okay,
help with that Canada. What's that Canada? The King of the Dot.
I think so.
Yeah, that's from the Canada. Those Canada dudes, whatever, right? So there's a guy around here that helped build that platform by being a rapping out there. So it's kind of like the sneaker battles. Like, hey, we need you. Like he was always that guy. Like, okay, I'll battle. Like, okay, I'll battle. The I think his name is Thesaurus. He's like some I think he's Italian.
Yeah.
Thesaurus. Have you heard of that dude? Yeah. So that's deep into it. Like that's old. So, but to me, it's always gonna be like just honest. Like everything else is pretendo when it comes to New York. New York is where the fucking bit bam boop like fucking that shit fucking. That's what it is, dude. Like everything else is pretendo to me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like when you see the Canada shit, it's just like this is just like it's just like if you see a dude fucking in Boston sea walking, it's like, come on, dude. Like just, it's like it's pretendo. Like let's just be real. Like not saying that you shouldn't do it, but don't, I don't know. It's just East Coast is probably the king of battle rap. Whatever. What's the fucking that shit? What's the one?
Euro.
Yeah, that one. What is it? United or Underground Rap League or what is it?
Yeah, I think. Get the fuck out of here, bro. We got Nito in the fucking building, bro. He still knows how to get use YouTube.
And his time is so important because he's got a kid too. So for him to be here, anybody with kids, and you're here with this fucking idiot, me, I'm the idiot. With me, like I appreciate it.
That shit's been around for a minute. Need me a chopped cheese. All of them. But he's at work. Thing to do. So I know I started this I guess name word association.
Oh, awesome!
I throw a
I
name
like
out
these
there
games.
and you give a first thoughts on it. On them. Matt for the win.
Hmm. Just un. I'm gonna go with sneaker battles, so I'm gonna say unfazable.
Dad, hold on. Let's gotta take a pause for the cause. Another call. Emergency question came in. Are
EB
you
Kicks or Shoe? No, I'm just kidding.
are you Dribbles and Zilla still ducking the hat and sneaker battle against me, Greedy, and Matt?
I don't think we ever ducked anything. The West Coast, we don't duck no fades. I'll even consider Dribbles a little bit West Coast
A little
because
bit.
he's been to LA a few times. He's brave. He's been to LA wearing certain hats, but whatever. Ah,
Yo, I'm gonna hit you up there. Yo, this guy, let's Fotis. What do you think about this guy?
ooh, Papa Fist fuck. He's outrageous. He's outrageous.
You ain't lying. Showtown.
Um, a homie. I consider him a friend.
I collect kicks.
A little gummy bear. A little gummy bear.
Henry.
I don't think I could say this word.
You
Um,
can.
I can.
You can.
No, it's bad. It's gonna upset some communities. Um, we'll just say he's a maggot. Let me just say that. Not to be trusted.
Bane kicks.
Um, the my fellow enthusiast of cannabis,
Hella laced.
Mm, hella laced. Um, oh, what's the word? Oh, it's kind. She reminds me of my son. Yeah, what's the word? Oh my god. And I feel like she prefers anonymity.
What the sneakers?
What the sneakers? Foe to friend.
Polar bear MDK.
Polar bear? Um, I don't know him like that, but from what I've seen, I think he's a. Um, I don't know. Like I just don't know him like that. I just try hard. I don't know.
Uh, the sneaker connoisseur.
Full of himself.
The fat cat greedy.
I miss that guy. That's all I'm gonna say is I miss that guy. And he's like that too. Maybe that anonymity, like seldom seen but felt. You know what I mean? So,
Dub P.
oh man, he's like as far as sneakers, I'm gonna put him in the sneaker category of like if it's out, he got it, and he doesn't like necessarily flaunt it. He appreciates it. So,
Frankie Bang Bang.
oh, that's the homie.
Bet those kicks.
The homie. The homie.
Ron G.
Um, he's a good guy. I think he's a good guy.
Antonio White.
Horny. Super horny. The fucking willing to go to any length and travel the world for it.
E1 kicks.
For mine, and not just like okay, we'll take the sneaker element out. Um, just a stand up guy, like stand up. You know,
Appreciate you, brother. Primera.
mm, a real one, a real one.
Tops World.
Confused.
Double Up E.
Double up E. Fucking weirdo. Fucking weirdo, dude. Not to say that's like, I mean, it's not to bash him, he's just fucking a weirdo.
AJ. AKA Tidy Seven Kicks.
Um, positive, like the positive guy. Or is it Hollywood? No, no, no.
Kais Omar.
Kais Omar? Um, fuck. Something bad, I know. It's just, fuck, I don't know, dude. It's like, I mean, I don't know him. I just say, like, I don't know, I'll just say fake, you know? I'll just say fake.
Trollmageddon.
Mm. He is. He's misunderstood and understood at the same time. I don't have anything bad to say about Troll, really. So I mean, he was a friend, and I don't know what our relationship is, to be honest.
Polos and Jays.
um, I think he's another guy that's full of himself, not humble. Just from what I've seen, I've never met him in person, but yeah,
The New York Dad.
fraud, fraud. That's too easy.
Dre Jungles.
Oh man, uh, Trey Jungles, he's a good. He needs to come back and just do it by himself.
Facts. Davey McFly.
Um, it's a fucking Two Face, definitely.
Zaya.
Zaya lost.
Wrong reviews.
Fucking character. That dude is his own worst enemy.
Yante.
He's the epitome of the internet tough guy,
Ron's other alter ego.
a multitasker, and I've always said that about him. And the reason why he never turns on his camera, in my opinion, from my research, is that he always has his phone, and so he's googling stuff while things are going on. He's googling, and so he looks smart. But if he'll tell you himself, he's just a dumb dude from Brooklyn. So he's a good multitasker.
Uh, Tito's Kicks.
He seems like probably a really good dude, really good father. I think, from what I've seen. So
DJ Dells.
he's another guy full of himself. Full of himself. Entitled. To add to that,
DS Kicks.
um, DS kicks. I consider him a homie. I like DS, even though we don't really communicate. Like I said earlier, like I don't have to communicate with you every day to then start talking to you and like we
Oh,
never
yeah.
left off. You know what I mean? So
If you could change one thing about YouTube, what would it be?
about YouTube, just in general, or the community that we're in, I
Both.
guess you could
Both.
say.
Both. Both. We'll go both.
Um, Accountability on YouTube. A little bit more accountability for people's words and you know the accountability button. Take away all that reporting shit and let more like freedom, more free speech, I guess, but accountability too. You know, if that makes sense. To me, in my head, it makes sense.
In Perm's brain, it makes a little. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ooh,
maybe a bullshit button. Maybe a bullshit button.
bro, that Peso said. I forgot about 3, but I forgot that I called him that. Yeah, you guys made it freaking. Pacer said delete emojis. So, sir, you ready to show these people 12 sneakers or more or whatever you want to show?
Yeah, I could do a solid 12 that, I'm not trying to show out. I think I have
Ah,
some meaningful.
he said go back up, ask him the questions. Thanks. What are you talking about here?
What questions? Shoot it, man. I don't care. What do people want to know that I know? I mean, I'm not on here a lot, so, you know,
Are you talking about us? Don't these guys are like brothers? Got the same dip for everything? Bro, why are you looking at us like that?
yo,
It's a
that
question.
sucks, right? Don't analyze the looks, bro. Fucking typical Eagles fan. Borderline.
Yo, I don't see their freaking questions, bro. And I went back to when Nito said the chopped cheese from Harlem, bro. G Sneak said ask Perm about E1 kicks. He answered that. What questions, Dribbles? Ask them again.
I got a question for the chat. Out of all
Ooh,
the questions that were just asked, people and stuff like that, which there was a lot of YouTubers on that list. A lot of people have a platform on that list. Who do you think is going to get the most offended about what I said or didn't say about them? The chat. I don't know if that's.
oh, stop giving him the PG question. Asking about Tony D and Zay and Ron Views lose. Oh,
And who the Ron reviews loners? What? Oh yeah. I think I know what he's talking about.
oh, no, I'm lost on that. I mean,
The
I,
Ron reviews loner house is the trap house.
I mean, I don't know what to ask when it comes to that. I mean, all that's I was there live watching it. Watching it in real time. So to me, I don't know what else to go back on. What was better, making two
They just
days
want to
crash?
hear it again.
Okay, here we go.
Motherfuckers know the truth. They just want to hear it again. And I
They
don't
just
mind. You know what I mean? So it's whatever.
yeah,
But you got to ask
distract.
a specific question though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, I don't know what they want to know, what they want you to say. No, he said he just talking shit. Yeah. All right. So, what was better, making two J's crash out or making Tony D apologize?
um, making someone apologize is never fun, right? Where you have to make them because they're too full of themselves to, you know that they fucking are doing wrong or, you know, whatever. Probably two J's. That was, I think, more entertaining.
That was on an IG live, right?
Yeah. And I just said I don't even remember what I said. Just had to be super basic, maybe passive aggressive. I don't know. But yeah, he did crash.
Oh, yo, dribbles with the question of the night right here. See, D Blake jumping into the pool or D Blake eating the hot chip?
I'm going to say the hot chip because I think in the pool he actually injured himself.
Damn, I think you're right. Yeah,
Yeah, so I'm gonna say eating the hot chip. That was, I mean, but both of them were awesome drops for a while.
yo,
So
and that's the channel that got clapped, right? That had those videos on it.
probably, yeah.
Dang, man. Yo, he has some classic material on his channel, bro.
They should ask me who do you think's doing all the clapping or doing. I think that there's people in here that've been doing it forever, and they're like, okay, you're new, so this is like you're getting jumped. So that's like you're getting clapped. Like you're starting to get big. Now you're clappable,
He
right?
was
So
injured for like 3 months.
should ask
Dang.
me that question. I would have gave you an answer. Too late.
To this, I am the culture in response to Perm. Yo, what's crazy is the fact that Dub P has low key been around for everything, but he wasn't active until the trophy room stuff.
And you know, like if someone like Dub P like didn't like me, I would take that more offense than like somebody like that's big. Let's just I don't want to I'm not saying like for me Dub P is bigger than people that are perceived as big, right? Just because like I think he's a good dude. So, I don't know. So if he didn't like me, I feel like okay, there's something wrong with me. If he's the kind of person that doesn't like me because I feel like he's a good dude. So if other good dudes don't like me, then there's obviously something I'm doing wrong. Makes sense in my brain.
Nah, nah, I already know. Yeah, I think I'm the same way in some aspects. Like I look at it two ways. Like if people don't like me, I'm like, there's only one or two reasons they don't like me, right? Either is that like a jealousy thing or just some bullshit that now that Primera's not around, Duppy takes advantage. He's the only Asian right now. Shout out, yo. Yo, you know what? I want to know, yo, if this is fake love, bro. I know me and Dribbles was cool. We've been cool for a long time, but it's like, yo, this is the first time I seen him in my chat in a year, bro.
I think Dribbles has been on like and not to give too much business out there, but like he's always been kind of like not paying attention to the scene. Like we would have to kind of be like, "Hey, get over here, get over here." So he
Yeah,
probably seen it on all kinds of people's like I didn't tell anybody. You like usually I'll share it right if it's somebody
yeah.
else, but I feel like me sharing my own shit is kind of like big
Self,
headed or something.
like some
You know what I mean?
self absorbed shit.
Yeah. So because I
I
always
know
try to
I
share,
know you ain't
I
been
always try
around
to share
Dribbles. I know.
everybody's. So and I think he probably seen it from multiple people. So he's like, oh, and then
No, I
maybe
know you
when
ain't.
he sees that it's shared from like he really doesn't pay attention to that stuff like that. That's just I could be wrong.
Nah, but shout out to Dribbles because I could always hit him up and he hit me right back.
Yeah, he's responsive. Like
He said, I got
just if you
DM.
were
That's why.
are you guys friends? Are you guys on IG?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Well, there it is. The Dribbles is a kind of person where like if you're on IG with him, then he's you're on IG
Yeah,
with him.
that's my other boxing brother, bro. We talk boxing all, like I
He
said,
doesn't know
like
shit about boxing. No, I'm just
damn,
kidding.
your dribbles, you don't talk to like that, bro.
My bad. Yeah.
If you was to put together the ultimate 10-person panel, who would those 10 people be?
The ultimate 10-person panel. Okay, so obviously I like people to talk shit and go back and forth, but I'm gonna start with um what do you mean like talking shit like in a battle or just
All right, so
character way? Or who
these
would
are
I want to be on a panel with
yeah,
nine
who
people?
you and 9 other people, and talking about ain't from sports, music, stuff we're into, whatever.
Um
Who would be the other 9 people on your panel?
so
Sneak
like I don't
files
want to
in
leave
here.
any of the Mojado out. Oh the sneaker files. Hey, faggot. I'm just kidding. That's the word I wanted to use. No, but see, like, hey, I got love for sneak files. Um, shit. Probably Primera for sure. Um, Dribbles definitely. Um, I want to say Bobby Pesos because if you guys don't know, he's pretty funny, but he don't speak, so I'm not gonna say him. Primera, Dribbles, Fat Cat, um, Ron's alter ego. How many is that?
That's 4.
Um, who else? Um, Tamia, that's 5, right? Tamia. Um, Who else? DL Kicks. So these guys, these the people that we don't know, right? These are the people that maybe we never heard of or don't know, but are really
Right.
smart people. Um, I need a couple other live wires. Dribbles and alter ego are the live wires. How many is that? Five?
That's six.
That's a hard one.
DL.
That's six.
Hold on,
That's a
hold on,
hard
hold on. Okay, DL, Tamia, dribbles,
alter ego.
alter ego, fat cat,
Primera.
Camaro. That's six. Yeah, yeah.
So Zilla, Jax, because we have to be all inclusive. Um,
Last one. The last one.
last one. Um, uh, and this is not disrespecting anybody by any means. I think it would just be good by leaving people out. You know what I mean? There's so many. Um, shoot, dude. Who else? No, there's somebody else. This is a hard one, dude. Because there's so many interesting people, but I'm
Yeah,
trying to figure out who's not around that people should hear that are really smart people in the sneaker game. You know, um, that's nine, including me. That's nine.
yeah, including you. That's nine.
Um, said Fat Cat.
Dribble said perm, so they got to be there.
I'm trying to think who was here and gone. You know what I mean? That too. Um, I'm gonna say EW. Fuck it. We need some. I was trying to, live wires and then level heads
And then
and
all this shit still got a
knowledge.
mesh. They still got a
You know what I
mesh
mean?
on this
Yeah,
shit.
like so. And I think all those people do get along. So yeah, that I think that would be a good, entertaining panel. Definitely, some people would talk over most, but so.
So Drewski has a lot of memes, right? And my favorite one he does is, "What do you mean by that?" Right?
Yeah, yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
So this is a personal question. So whether it's been on a panel or on a live, and Perm says, "Oh, this is the E1 I like right here." What do you mean by that? What is what is it about E1 during those certain times?
Maybe getting out of character, maybe, right? Because then you're gonna hear like, and it's not, this is not a diss. It's like it's PC, right? But I think when you get out of character, it still remains PC, but it's just a little bit more fuck you in it. So it's just like I'm gonna call you on like you call. I think you can call people on their shit pretty good too. So you know, yeah.
I can't I can't remember the
And it's not
actual.
necessarily messy. Not to cut you off. It's like I
Oh
don't
yeah.
want you to get messy and
Oh no, no, I
fucking
know what you mean.
crash
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
I don't think there's a crash out E1, but there's a getting there, and then stop. So
I know. I know. There's been times I can't remember like the actual because like you sometimes you'd be dumbing out fucking dumb P. I don't want to gatekeep, but I don't be gatekeeping though, bro.
is that the same as like no disrespect, but I'm about to
But
disrespect you? Is that what that is?
because every time you say that, I'm like, yo, Perm just there and join the show for once. And
Yeah, when you ask the questions, like now okay. Also too, like maybe like I say in my head, this motherfucker knows the answer to that already, and he's asking. I love it. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. It's like a parent. It's like a parent thing. You get that when you're a parent. Like when you ask your kid, I got a 21
yeah,
year old. You know what I mean? So if I've already been through the fucking tough questions, and he's he didn't learn till late. Like, dude, I already know the fucking answers to the questions, bro, that I'm asking you. If he ever got, if there's always a dilemma or drama, or he got, in trouble or something. It's
Yeah.
like, bro, what the fuck? Like, he would come with I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean? Like, you know why I'm asking you? I already know the fucking answer. I think that's like the parent thing.
Hold up. Dub P. What do you mean by that?
Got him?
So I'm gonna give you the floor, sir. Let me see if I still remember it. And
The shoes?
showcase your dirty dozen.
All right, let me just off the camera right quick.
All right, all right.
Or is that against the rules? Is that a battle rule? Don't turn off the camera.
No,
Because
there's
we're
no
about
rules,
to
bro.
make the
There's no
shoe.
rules, bro. Yeah, a lot of people came out the woodworks, bro. Another winning parlay. Yo, yo, seeing Jack's stress over Kevin Durant the other night, bro. That was funny. Well, the Suns were playing the Celtics, and the Celtics was whooping up on the Suns. He's like, "Yo, Kevin Durant about to fuck up my parlay." Jax, I miss you, amigo. Basically, E1 calls out the folks niggas after that statement. Oh, the P, funny, bro. I gotta keep an eye on Dub P, bro. He got the memory like the rest of us. Hey, Dub P, um, I'm gonna need you for, at the start of season 2. Holla at me. This is not gonna be like all these like sitcoms or there's 6 months between seasons. I think we're just retiring the bodega after today. He better not show no fucking New Balances.
Who said that? Dribbles.
you asked the question already, knew the answer.
There's gonna be some, I guess what people would think are bricks, but fuck it. Way at the fucking top. Fucking ladder. I should probably have these ready. My bad.
Freaking G Sneaks. I want to hear the stories behind the shoes, though.
All the shoes might not have a story. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Hey, y'all don't got any more questions for Perm? I just ready to see some sneakers.
Oh yeah, you're gonna see a New Balance.
I already knew that.
And the New Balance strictly, it's my love for that New Balance that I'm gonna show came strictly out of a sneaker battle.
Yo, Bane said, yo, at this rate, he'll just have to roll another blunt.
Yeah.
Yo, so Monday through Thursday, I was in the DMV area. My son had a fifth grade trip, so he was in the area doing all the touristy stuff. And then I didn't sneeze not one time those 4 days until I came back into the Carolinas, and I've been feeling like shit ever since. Thank you, E1, for this live. Love the content, man. Appreciate you, G Sneak. Appreciate you coming through. Hold on a second. Is Perm the guest for JC Kicks?
What?
Oh shoot! Damn. He just compared you to JC Kicks, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember watching the battle, and I fell asleep. I fell asleep, and when I woke up, they were in the same round, and JC was still looking for a sneaker, bro. Like I dozed off for like 40 minutes. I was like, "Yo, this the same round? Am I bugging? Is
Now
this a replay?"
that was trolling at its finest. He had a meal. It was dinner time, bro. I guarantee it was dinner time, and he went and ate. So, so I got him. And it's not going to be in any order, but I can just talk about him really quick, I guess. So, no particular order.
Stage is yours, sir.
So, this one is going to be a 12, right? This is mine. Some people know
Oh, those
about
are
this.
nice. I like those. I
I
like those.
pulled the and people talk about quality, but it's nice, man. This is a nice shoe. It has some out of 12s. It's a really good quality shoe. It's the Eastside Golf. So I got the ones that go with it too. There was two, I think, but then an actual golf shoe. I didn't get the golf shoe. I'm not a golfer, but the story behind these, if you guys, it's a pretty good. I think it's their own brand, Eastside Golf clothing and stuff like that. So this one, Jordan 12 Eastside Golf. I really like this shoe. It goes good with my Frisco hats and shit like that. So I like this shoe. Um, and I'll just keep a classic one that needs no. This is good with my everyday attire. Jordan 11. All right, simple. I guess I'll get another classic one right here. Flu Games. Right? Really love this shoe. 12s for me, for my fucking foot. 12s are the most comfortablest Jordans for me. So, and I wear a lot of jeans, and I think these look good with the style of jeans that I wear. So these 12s all day 12s for me. Yeah, obviously, Perm's known for SB or whatever. Like, I don't even like that. You know what I mean? Being known for something, because I like all sneakers. Here's another one that you probably don't see.
Nice.
And we are in the bodega, and this is a bodega collab with Reebok, so it's only fitting. But this is one of like one of the first Reebok collabs that I like got. So I was actually trying to get the there's another one I was trying to get, and I settled for this. And some people might know the Flamingos of I think it's called the Flamingos of War. It's like a pink suede right here. This suede is crazy. It was a pink suede and then like camo. I think it was called, and it was like from some Miami store or some Florida store exclusive or something like that. If I can remember, a long time ago. I got old man memory. And when you ask the question about like Jordan 1s or 11s, this is the reason why I picked Jordan 1s, because this is like my favorite colorway of all time. This gray and black.
Nice.
So this is one of my favorites of all time. Here's another one too. Another like collab. I think I got shortly after that other Reebok. Super pigskin quality right here. Really nice. Good leathers. The 24 Calates, it was like I think it's like a store in overseas, Europe, Spain, or some shit like that. So it's a nice shoe.
Yeah, full of talks. Full of talks.
So um think this is an old one, dude. This is an old SB. I think I have older, but this is an old one. Well, Dunk, I guess. I think it's like the who Dub P might know the exact name, but it's like the Obsidian Team Red or something like that. I'm not too sure.
Didn't you
Something.
have that in one of your videos, bro? I could have sworn you did a video on those.
This one, yeah, just to show love, yeah. So, but it's an older one, but I got it a few years ago, but it's an older one. I just like the color, and it has that old, and I got a good deal, like a old that old quality suede. Really nice, really goes with a lot of the clothes that I wear. So I like that one. And then this one, the Cali Dunk, of course, basic old. It's a tank. This thing is a tank, dude. This thing holds up. I think D Blake, D Blake got me that one. And then this, because everybody wanted to be one, right? So
Classics,
yeah,
classics.
this
Time,
one.
that's the timeless sneaker right there.
To me, yeah, and I don't know, people are gonna call me crazy, but the 12s to me is more comfortable than this shoe. I don't know. I don't know why. For me, my foot design. And here's a shoe that everybody, well, one person hates especially, but I know a lot of people don't like New Balances. But this won me a question, and it fucking angered one of the homies. He's just angry about it. And those are the ones that I like battling, where there's controversy on a question, but it's fun controversy, not like malicious. You know what I mean? So these are the I think this is a Shoe Palace collab, the Great Whites. There was like two of them. The teal, there was a teal toe. So,
I think the homie has
Talking straight?
responded.
No. What? Oh no, I think Jax was the Reebok where he got pissed off that he lost to that one. And it was a Nito question. Nito asked a difficult question.
What
I
he said,
guess
Dilla.
maybe it's not difficult. And this one right here, this Kobe, the Venice Beach, when this came out, I really wanted the shoe so much. They didn't have my size. So I rage bought it and bought a size 12. And I'm not a size 12, right? And I just kept it and I kept it. And I eventually parted ways. Like, and I'm not like, maybe I could have made more money, but like maybe a couple of months before Kobe died, I think is when
Oh
I
wow.
got rid of a whole bunch of Kobe's. So if I would have waited, I would have been like Kobe rich, but that would have been like, you know what I mean? That would have been a dickhead. So I was able to get these for the low just recently. So this is obviously the re-release.
So you say
So
you was
I'm not
about to
getting my
pull
size for the low.
you was about to pull a J Dot Mac with the Kobe's, bro?
Probably, yeah. But I had already intended to sell them. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
but nobody was buying them. I had asked around, not like in the social media, just friends and stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
And then this one right here, this is what makes Primera a really good guy, because I really wanted this shoe, and he had two, but he didn't have to part ways. You know what I mean? He parted ways, and he
That's
hooked me
tough.
up for this. Whatever number he would have asked, I probably would have paid it, but he gave me a fucking dumb low price. I was surprised when he put that number out there. I was like, yes, please. So this is a Kobe. This is an interesting shoe because I think I've explained it before, where it was like released at a tip off of a Laker and a Warriors game, I believe. And you had to buy the shoe. You had to be like, boom, 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 let me get the shoe. You know what I mean? So
Oh shit.
that was that was when it originally released. I think that's how you had to get it. But yeah, it's a pretty dope shoe. So, and I wear these a lot. So
Yeah,
that's my
facts.
12. That's 12, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
my 12.
Primera's a real deal for real.
Yeah. So
Damn, 38 likes. Hit that like button. Let's get you on 50. Man, if I can get 50, I'll take it, bro.
no, you got to threaten people. If I don't get 50 likes, I'm out of here. I'm out of
If nobody hits the cash app in the next 2 minutes, yo, I'm shutting it down.
here.
Oh sure. He said, no, what the P Rod disgusts me.
Tell him. Let's put an Instagram post of his.
Yeah.
See, Yeah, so that's my 12. It's not, you know, I thought you were gonna ask questions like, "What's your most recent?" Like, "Oh, what's your most recent?" And I'll show a most recent, and it's dude, I'm gonna like be big headed right now, and I know I fucking coined this fucking term because I was using it in my videos way back, and I didn't hear fucking. I was watching YouTube heavy, and I didn't hear anybody use this fucking term. I could be fucking bugging. You tell me if I am. I won't take no offense, but I would be like, oh, this is a reach. Like in my video, I'd be like, this is a reach back, right?
I
And
remember
I
you doing that.
started doing that. I know I started doing that shit, but this one I just recently picked up too. I
Oh,
like the.
clean, clean.
I got a couple of eights, but this is you got to get the classic eights if you're gonna get some eights. If you're gonna
Yo,
get
you
the
better
nobody likes, you got to get the good colors. So this is a clean color.
remember the lows. Remember when they came out with those 8 lows?
Yeah, some of them are nice. Some of them are nice for sure. But yeah, this is the most recent, and it's somewhat of a reach back.
Dribble, that's a good one. Dribble said Bodega season 2 hosting D Blake Dirty and Dribbles, the birth of Mojado.
The birth of Mojados, but somebody had to birth you, right? You're fucking my butthole babies. No, I'm just kidding. That's too much.
He said, "Show me a sneaker you match with your son."
See, that's G Sneaks. G Sneaks is a real one. That's love right there, right? And so Tamia too. Tamia, hold on. I gotta turn my hat back for this one. Over the top. Because it's over the top.
Like the movie?
Yeah, I gotta turn my hat back for this one. Yo, the guy that drank the gasoline? That was crazy. Or the oil? Something.
Oh,
Let's see. I was gonna fuck it up, and when I turn off the camera, come back and be wearing a Cali hat. But fuck it. Right here.
dope. Yeah, I remember you posting those. I think you posted those. Those were nice.
The other ones we got I think I got a couple more. Hold on. In sight. This is within reach. I don't want to have to go into my bedroom. Uh, oh shit! Hold
And Dribble said brick.
on. Yeah.
Yo, Dribbles, when you gonna make it to be a guest on the show, bro?
Let me see. Here's another one. These are his beaters. These are his school shoes. And then boom.
No.
Nothing too crazy, but is it double? Is it considered a double up? Yeah.
But he
He
said,
got a lot more, dude. Tamia blessed him, dude. Tamia fucking jerked a tear out of me. He fucking blessed my son with some nice shoes. So did DL for sure. Primera too. Oh yeah, Primera. Yeah, he got some baby heat for baby perm. There's I'm big perm. There's little perm, and then there's baby perm.
so he be flying his kicks, busting down crab legs.
Oh yeah. Dude. We watch the mukbangs, dude. The mukbangs. He wants to watch giant crabs, lobsters, giant crabs. He wants to watch them get cooked. So
Well, I'm more out of questions, bro. If the chat got any questions, we can ask away.
with the chat, that was some fun times.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you coming through, bro.
Yeah, I don't know if like it's the last episode, which it's either the best for the last or the bottom of the barrel. Like
Nah,
I'll
ain't no
take either
bottom of the
one.
barrel. I think it just a lot of these episodes just kind of work out, and then that's when I reached out to you, and then we set it
'Cause
up, and then and then with the theme, and then it was just like it might need to switch it up. You can't just keep having like episode 7072. Just keep it simple.
no,
Change up the
I think a long time ago we were supposed to do something, but I played Hollywood. That was probably my fault. It could have happened. It could have happened sooner. So, but better late than never, I guess. But it could have happened sooner, and that was guaranteed my fault. Where I was just like, I don't know. Yes, for you, yes, but I don't know. You know what I mean? So it was just kind of weird. But
yeah.
I still appreciate you. Still you know what I mean? Still
Oh
doing it.
yeah, for sure.
So,
Yeah, yeah.
not most people have been like, "Oh, fuck that dude. I already asked him." That's
No,
kind of
like
like my world. That's kind of like my world. Like, ah, fuck that dude. I already asked him.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that with some people. With some people, I kind of feel that way.
Hmm. So,
So I never really freaking
so I
never I
think.
never I never hit them back up. I just like it is what it is. Officially, am I allowed in the Bay Area? Is this a form of checking in, bro?
Oh, the loved ones. There's no checking in. But I want to just make a suggestion of if you're gonna do the next season, greedy. Greedy would be started off with the bang.
Bro,
Greedy.
I argue with this guy every day, bro. I argue with him every day, bro. I don't know anyone who argues with Greedy more than I do, bro. I don't even think it's called arguing, but whatever it is, how me and him communicate.
I got a question because there are some bigger YouTubers in the we all know about in this in the community. I'll just say that. Um, have you asked any big ones, or do you know? Would you know what I mean? Like,
I have and I would.
hmm, any
Yes,
names?
some people responded and some people. So
I mean, if I was a big YouTuber, I would want to do it. It's good for your brand. Like I'm still in touch with the little people. No, I'm just kidding. It'd be good branding though. It'd be good.
here, there's one thing I don't get right. Like me, like I've been on other platforms where people don't know me, which is fine. Like I don't see what the chat has to do with anything. I know for certain things, yeah, but I'm like, yo, if you're there for the channel and y'all supposed to be cool, then I can see that, right? But I'm like, yo, who the fuck cares who's in the chat really? I don't know. The, the real ones know E1. I appreciate that, WP. I appreciate that. And then like I don't know, I don't freaking I know some that are cool with me, and I don't know if they feel like I'm clout chasing to try to, like this is what it is, yo. I enjoy doing this. This is fun. What happens, happens. Kind of like the Mahalo Battle League, bro. Like um, and then I collect was he brought it to me because I know him and Jax were doing a lot of talking, and then he was like, "Yo, would you host?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll help host, whatever." And I hit Jax up like, "Yo, if you need help, let me know." And then I think it might have been like the fifth or sixth battle I started helping out, and that joint just started rolling. It is what it is. Like I was like, "Yo, what happens, happens." And Jax can tell you, like I wasn't paying attention to the numbers. Jax hit me up. Yo, you saw how many views you got there tonight? So I was on my phone. Like I was
Jax
like,
is a
"Oh
clout.
shoot."
Jax is a clout chaser. He's all about the numbers.
But it is what it is. Like, but it's like I was like, "What happens, happens."
Yeah. No, I don't
Fucking
think
movie.
people would perceive you as that. Like, I think there's people that you know that, like, I think if you're like, say, on a bigger YouTuber's channel or whatever, and they shout you out, like if they know you like that and they know you do your thing, why wouldn't they want to just come on your show and bless you with that? Like, everybody, I don't give a fuck who you are. Everybody has an hour or two to talk about the field that you're in. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, that's what it is. You know.
He said, "And what happened? Oh, nothing happened yet." Yo, I ain't gonna lie though. So,
Dude, there's still
it,
a lot of people that you can have on here that aren't
yeah,
necessarily big YouTubers, but have better collections than these so-called big YouTubers. You know, there's a lot of people. I think
yo,
in the
and
world.
everyone knows the time slots are flexible, yo. Like I even did a Monday. Was it a Monday show? I think it was. Yeah, it was like a Monday or Wednesday for my boy because he wrestles on the weekends. He Thursday, Friday, Saturday he wrestles. So I did the show. I think it was like a 7, 8 o'clock start. You know what I mean? Or even like you was like, yo, I can do it on a Friday, Saturday, but it has to be this time.
Yeah,
You know, it's,
yeah. Like, I'm a weekend, I mean, I'm a regular fucking working schmuck. You know what I mean? So I'm
yeah.
Monday to Friday. So Friday I can stay up late. Saturday I can stay up late. But Sunday I'm in bed early. You know. So but I think, dude, like, if you do another season, there's people's like stories I feel like have like really interesting stories just from hearing a little bit about them, and they're really like kind of what is it, reclusive? Is that the right word that I'm using?
Yeah.
Just keep to themselves, like the fucking the oh my god, who's the why did I forget his name? The one I was saying, the Beast, he's Beast Coast, but he has all the SBs. He has a huge collection. He'll shit on iCollects. What's his name? That you want?
Quotas?
No, no, not
Oh, don't
not
crease, don't crease, don't crease.
yeah. Don't Crease. Why do I fucking? I want to call him something else, but that's somebody else.
If
Don't
Perm get
Crease's
sleep and
story. I
forgive
think.
him,
What is he saying?
he said Perm's getting sleep and forgive him. It's the medicine he takes at his
Nah,
age.
it's Friday night. I could stay up late on Friday night. I'm used to it. But Don't Crease, I feel like he would have a good story. Dub P would be good. Has Dub P been on it already? Did I
No,
miss
not
that?
yet, not yet.
See, Dub P. You know what I mean? And I think some people need a part two. You know, so but yeah, there's still a lot of good people out there that I think that have like really good stories when it comes to sneakers.
See, I know there's an episode. Hold on, let me look at the calendar. Um, um, April 11th, 2 weeks from now, we got. I don't know if that's going to be season 2, episode 1, or season 2, episode 2.
You have somebody lined up?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nice.
But if I throw invites out there randomly. Try to have a schedule. And baseball season about to kick off, but
Hmm.
these are getting when they fit in.
Yeah, I can't wait. Bane's coming out here.
Yeah, I remember him mentioning that.
Yeah, yeah, he's coming out here, so gonna link up with him. So that'll be pretty cool. And I'm a in real life same. I think I've heard things about people. Oh, you met him? Oh, he's not like how he is on the like on YouTube. Like, this is me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you heard me say this before too. Like, people will say, "Oh, that's just YouTube." Nah, it's not because no one here is acting. You
Yeah.
know, we're
I don't
not
need a
acting.
camera. Like, I don't need a camera to be who I am. Like, to wall out or whatever. You know.
Yeah, because time flies. Yo, since 2019, right? Whether it be in the chat or behind the scenes or whatever, I'm probably the same way 99% of the time, except for the other times that you rather how you rather me act. But
No, I know. There's always been a because I feel like I've tried to test you back in the day in the chat, and you've always kept it kind of you kept it just like okay, I can't judge this dude because he fucks with somebody in a chat heavy, right? Or whatever he does in that chat. It's just like I posted on my IG. This is a perfect example. I posted on my IG. We went to this food truck fair not too long ago, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, I seen
Right,
that.
we went to this food truck fair, and this dude, I don't know what. So it was. I went up there. I was like, "Oh, this is the only place that has hibachi, right?" And I just wanted some like some meat and veggies, right? So when I went there, I was like, "I know I could get that, right?" So um, they didn't have veggies, and I was like, "Fuck it, I really don't like fried other people's fried rice because I'm a fried rice like I make
Yeah,
bomb ass fried rice. I've been doing it for ages." And so like I'll be all judgy on it, you know what I mean? So I was just like, oh, I'll take some noodles. Oh, we don't have noodles. It's like, fuck, dude. Like, what's going on here? Right? You're gonna strike me out. They're like, well, we just have the fried rice and this, and I was like, all right, well, let me get that. And then when I got it, I was just like, dude, this is fucking trash. There was no flavor on anything. The meat, I was like chewing gum. I was like, dude, this is. And I took it back to their truck, and I was just like, look, I don't even want my money back because you did perform a service, but it was poorly executed. And I was like, here, just keep the food, keep the money, right?
right,
And then boom, I did. I tagged them because they were asking people to do that too. Like, hey,
right,
what do you
right, right.
think, right? And of course, a lot of people are like, oh, this is great, this is great, this is great. I've judged other people too, that did fine or whatever. But you know, so and then he reached out to me. That truck reached out to me,
Yeah,
and then he was like, "Hey, man, I'm sorry. I don't know what." He responded the right way. It's like your response.
yeah,
So he responded like a boss should. Let me do it for you. Let me cook it for you again. You know what I mean? That's like to me a real chef too. Like, hey, give
right.
me another chance. That's what he was saying. And I was like, he was like, I'm in your city. These days, I'll be right here. Just come pick it up. And then so I think like a couple of days later, I went over there, and where he's one of the spots is yacht. It's on the way. It's in between my work and where I live. So
Okay.
boom, I stopped there, and then he was like, "Eat it right here. Eat it here. Taste it in front of me. Taste it in front of me." Right? And he gave me like he gave me. I just only did one box because he gave me another box that had the veggies in it, right? But he gave me what they served me the first time, and he was like, "I want you to try it," and it was like 1,000 times better.
Dope,
And I
dope.
was just like, "Why?" I
Would you
told
say
him,
you went back with
why
15
couldn't I get
people?
this?" I was like, "Why couldn't I get this?" And he was like, "I don't know. There's no excuses." So he had the correct response. It's always
Yeah, yeah,
the second person how the response is, and you responded like a boss to my little is what I'm getting at. Long story short, you responded like a boss when I maybe poked at you to see what was going on.
that was
So
some accountability on his part, right?
yeah, need more of that on the internet, all across the board, not just YouTube. You know, people
Um,
want a response with "pull up," blah 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 blah. Like, dude, like value someone's opinion. I'll value your opinion. I don't. We have this thing of like, fuck your opinion. It doesn't matter. Like, there's that kind of around, and it's easy to say that on the computer and stuff. So, but
yeah, well, we still got a few people in here, and I'll let you know. So tomorrow
oh
is
my
the
god,
1 year anniversary of Beast Coast TV. So I think he said I'm never inviting you over for dinner.
this is shit.
So it'll be somewhat of an open panel. Of course, we screen the people who will join. So I'm gonna go live. I think it'll be like on like 9:30, 10 o'clock tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Yeah. So previous guests, thank you, hello. So previous guests, they can come through, show some sneakers, chop it up, whatever. So I'll be doing that tomorrow for a little bit. I think BS is supposed to go live tomorrow. He has a topic he wants to talk about. So I'll probably join that, and then after he goes off live, then I'll start the stream.
He's been getting lucky picking up some stuff. I see his shit. I think last month was a good month for him. Maybe
Oh yeah, yeah. He's been yeah. It's been low key. It
he's
looks like
having
he's ready.
taking
He's trying to
shit.
come back to battle somebody, bro. Getting battle shoes, DS.
So it's gonna be an open panel. Do you already have people that are be like, oh, I'm gonna be up there? I'll see. Like, I mean, that's late enough for me. The little guy is he's put down, so we'll see.
Yeah, but
I'll
again,
definitely be in the chat. That's the Garen told you, but I don't know about the link. Maybe that'd be nice to do. Just depends. Like if there, I don't want to fuck up the vibe. Like if I start whenever I start watching, if there's a vibe going on, I'll probably just chill in the chat till whatever. Maybe I'll tag in.
Gucci said most took the shoes. Damn.
Like a Gucci bringing up the old drama.
Classic. Nah, but Perm, y'all appreciate you coming through, bro. This is dope. Thanks for helping shut down the bodega, bro.
Yeah, sweep up. Want me to sweep the front or something?
I see Greedy still laying on top of the loaf of bread back there. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Bane is by the dumpster smoking out.
Okay. I'm about to say the same. Word.
Who would be the employee that's like, all right, boss, all right, and then when you walk away, motherfucker, fucking need some.
Fucking
Who's that?
Dribbles.
Dribble, yeah, there you go. Dribbles is like, see.
Yeah, she letting the cats out. I collect something to do on the grill. Sure.
Yeah. No, I collect could be like a dribble on the grill too. Yeah, he's on the grill like motherfucker.
Yeah.
Wait your turn.
Don't forget the Bev. Never.
That's funny.
Oh, yes, no, but appreciate you, bro. Everybody, like I said, the 1 year anniversary celebration tomorrow. No music.
No music?
No music, man. It's for what? I've been real quick. So my nephew's been putting out music lately, but I never really. I don't play it because I ain't trying to get a strike. I'm like, how can I play his music without, you know what I'm saying?
What about clips? Isn't it like a certain amount of time? If you want to hear more, go to this channel or something. I don't know. Maybe that's something you have to do on IG. No, I mean I don't know. Like if you want to help promote them, can't you just like tag the channel? I don't know, or clip. I don't know.
Yeah, because he
I
don't.
don't know how this shit works.
I'm gonna try to tell him flood all social media. Like he has all this music on like Spotify, iTunes, shit like that.
It's TikTok. He's got to get somebody on TikTok to. He's got to do something on there.
Yeah, for real.
Right. That's how music's being discovered now too.
He can give you permission to use his music. Okay. Well, I'll figure that out between tonight.
Oh well, if he owns his like, okay, doesn't he have to like own his all his shit in some form, like on the record, like, oh, I own my shit.
You stupid. Nah, he owns it. It's all him.
Yeah, he would have to be the one to be like, hey, that's my shit, So just don't have a falling out. I'm just kidding.
I'll be that uncle. Yo, I used to change your drawers, bro. I used to change them diapers, them dirty ass diapers. Yo, that was me when I had to babysit you when I came down here to visit, bro.
Dang. Last.
Gotta be me. I'll spaz, bro. You're just like the other episode, man. Creative soul, my nephew. I love you, but yo, I still don't stop.
Yeah, I've seen some of it. When you mentioned it, I pay attention. So I pay attention. Can't watch everything, but you could just wait and be like, all right, keep it going. Don't stop. Even when somebody's like trash, right? Like, I'm not saying he is. Like, I don't think he is. I think there's talent there, definitely. But if somebody is, especially with music, because it's it's personal. You know what I mean? If you bash somebody's music, it's like personal. I just tell them don't stop.
No.
Don't stop. You know what I mean? That's like the nicest thing.
And then he's gotten better over the years. He's like, and then like he was when he was like 15, 16, it was nice, but there was like still, I guess at the age you still, you got the, I guess the Migos was hot at the time, and to me to me they're still trash, but that's how people were like sounding like, and then he finally
Yeah.
found his own sound, and he was sticking to that.
Yeah.
So
You got to be true to it. You got to just be true to your sound.
any last words for our people?
Nothing. Thank you for having me on here, and I don't want to say reaching out like, oh, he reached out to me. I hate when people do that because sometimes it sounds like that, but I appreciate you extending that olive branch to where, you gave me another, you know, like I said, I think we already talked, like you could have just said, fuck this dude. Like I already asked him once,
No,
you
but
know?
I never even looked at it like that. I never even
Yeah.
looked at it like that.
Because I was just like in the position of like, yeah, I want to do it. Yeah, yeah. But I just didn't I blew you off as far as time, I think. And I probably,
No, all you said was like, "Yo, it gotta be like a Friday, Saturday." And you gave me a time. I said, "I would." I said, "We'll figure it out when we cross that bridge." And I just left it
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, but yeah, no, I appreciate you having me on here. Everybody in the chat, everybody. A lot of good people showed up. A lot of real people showed up. A lot of, nice people showed up.
Freaking dribbles came out. Yo, dribbles and freaking folders came out of nowhere, bro.
Yeah, Papa Fotis, Papa Fistfa. Yeah, but yeah, no, I appreciate everybody, man. Thank you again.
You already know.
And I had a question. I don't think the chat didn't answer it. Not to keep carrying on, but I don't know if it went on. I was like, out of all the shit that I said, and we talked about a lot of YouTubers, who do you think, or if any, are gonna like say something? Who does he think he is?
What about
I mean,
this?
I said a lot of mean. I mean, that could be perceived as mean things about people. But if you want my honest opinion, that's what it is. It doesn't mean it equates to a fucking pull up. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's
I
just.
mean,
I don't know if the chat even answered that, or they were just going back and forth with each other, or whatever. But I was.
like I caught it. And I'm over here like my way I think about it is like you can't you can't make somebody feel a certain way if that's how somebody feels or that's how they perceive it. That's what I'm saying. Like that's just what it is. Like you heard me say this before. I'm only responsible for what I say.
Yeah.
I'm not responsible for how you take it and react to it.
Yeah, I can kind of agree with that, but we do like I could have bypassed and been like, well, if I say something, I know those people are reactors.
No,
You know what I mean? Like I could have just been like, oh no, I'm not because they react, but that's to me that's fake just because they're gonna react. I know like people are gonna react to this. So,
yeah.
but
But just like I could have asked you mad stuff, but it's like
you could have. I don't care. Like I really don't.
no, but to me, like it didn't really interest me. Like carrying on old stuff or whatever. Like
Yeah.
it might have been good for like 5 or 10 people in the chat, but like on the grand scheme of things, is it worth like what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I pick and choose. That's just me.
Yeah.
But just like you, I'm not afraid to answer a question. Just like freaking when Eagles is like, names question mark. Yeah. Well, since you asked,
Yeah. I don't have to look at. I don't know what was that dude's name. I already forgot it. What'd you say?
D got juice.
D got juice. D got juice. It's an interesting name.
Like a lot of us feel the same way. JC kicks the same way. Yeah, exactly. Right. She feels the same way. JC the same. Let me get. I collect old shoes. So I can battle with them. Whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what they want to spend their money on. Hey, more power to you.
Yeah. All right. I just didn't know if any. When I asked that question, I didn't even pay attention to the chat. When I asked it, I should have. I just kind of forgot about it. But yeah. Anyways,
We'll see. We'll see if there's a there's a reaction.
yeah,
I'm cool with it.
yeah, it's whatever. But yeah, man. Hopefully, I'll be able to join tomorrow. or just like I said, I'll be in the chat. But I appreciate you again,
You
chat,
know it, bro.
everybody that stuck around. So appreciate it.
I'm
I'm
about to
out of
shut down
here.
these both. Well, I'm not about shutting down the bodega doors because they'll be kind of open tomorrow, and they will
Yeah.
officially, yeah. Because I'm standing in front of the bodega on the thumbnail.
Yeah. All right.
All right, bro. Peace. All right,
Yep.
chat. We out of here
Later.
later.